All right, welcome back everyone to the deep dive. This is where we, really get into these fascinating topics, pull out the key insights, and lay them out for you.
Yeah, making sense of complex stuff.
Exactly. And today we're taking on, well, quite a journey. It's chapter 4 of the Bhagavad Gita,
Often called Jnana Yoga.
which means the yoga of wisdom or knowledge.
That's right, both work. It's this incredible part of the text that gets into divine knowledge, the really crucial role of a spiritual guide, a guru, and, importantly, how wisdom and action have to blend. They can't really be separate.
Okay, so that's our mission then for this deep dive, to try and uncover where this divine wisdom actually comes from.
And what the secret is to, let's say, enlightened action, acting wisely.
There's a line you mentioned that feels central. True action flows from wisdom. Knowledge purifies the soul.
That really sums it up. It sets the stage perfectly.
So think of it like we're, I don't know, unrolling this ancient scroll together, and each part reveals a bit more about living wisely.
Right. We start with Krishna saying something pretty surprising about where this wisdom originates.
And then we get into who Krishna actually is, which is a huge revelation in itself.
Definitely. And from there, why divine beings even manifest. There's a super famous verse in there.
Ah, okay, I think I know the one. Then we'll look at the power of this jhana, this true knowledge.
And the guru's role in that, how you actually get this wisdom.
And then connecting the dots, how this knowledge has to fuel action. It's not just thinking, it's doing.
The synergy, jhana plus karma, you could say?
Leading finally to understanding what a truly liberated mind looks like, free from doubt.
Ready to jump in?
Let's do it. So chapter 4 kicks off, and Krishna says something, well, kind of mind-blowing. He doesn't claim this knowledge is new.
Quite the opposite, actually.
Yeah, he says he originally taught this eternal yoga, this path to Vivasvan, the sun god.
Yeah, the sun god. And then Vivasat taught, Manu taught Ikshvaku. It's this direct line.
An ancient lineage.
Yeah.
But then Krishna adds, passed down this way, it was lost over time.
The connection was broken.
So now Krishna tells Arjuna he's reviving it, bringing it back because Arjuna is worthy, ready to hear it. What's the significance of stressing this ancient lineage, this whole lost and found thing?
Well, it's huge when you think about it. It implies this isn't just, some new philosophy Krishna cooked up.
Right. It's a restoration.
Exactly. A restoration of something eternal. It suggests these truths exist independently, waiting to be accessed or sometimes sadly forgotten.
So wisdom isn't invented, it's uncovered.
That's the implication. It has a source beyond just human thought. And it makes you wonder, where does our deepest understanding come from? Are we just remembering things sometimes?
That's a deep thought right there.
Okay.
But then Arjuna, quite naturally, is like, wait a second.
Understandably confused.
Totally.
Right.
He asks Krishna, basically, you taught the sun god, but Vivasvan lived ages ago, and you're right here. How does that work?
Yeah, and that question just cracks open everything. It leads to Krishna revealing his true nature.
He says, though I am unborn and my soul is eternal, I manifest through my divine power, Maya, to restore dharma.
Boom. So he's not just a charioteer, not just a friend or cousin.
No, he's the supreme divine, consciously choosing to appear in the world, using this power, this Maya.
In Maya here, it's a trite concept. It's not just illusion, like poof, it's not real.
More like divine magic or power.
Yeah, more like the divine capacity or creative power to manifest, to take form, to appear within the creation while remaining somehow utterly beyond it.
Like an artist painting themselves into their own painting, but still being the artist.
Kinda, yeah. It suggests the eternal isn't bound by the temporal. It can enter it, which, really makes you question the nature of reality itself.
Definitely mind-bending. And this capacity to manifest, it leads straight into why. Why does the divine do this?
And here comes that verse, probably one of the most famous in all Hindu scripture.
Krishna lays it out. Whenever righteousness declines and unrighteousness rises, I manifest myself.
He gives the reasons very clearly.
To protect the good, destroy the evil, and reestablish dharma. Dharma being that sense of cosmic order, right living.
The essential fabric of reality, you could say.
I appear age after age. It's like this cosmic promise, a safety net for the universe.
It really is. And beyond the literal, God showing up, it speaks to this idea of inherent balance, that imbalance at dharma, chaos. It doesn't just win indefinitely.
There's a self-correcting mechanism.
That's what it suggests, a profound reassurance. And it makes you think, how does this play out today? Is it always a grand, obvious intervention?
Or could it be smaller things, like shifts within people, acts of courage, new ideas emerging?
Exactly. subtle ways dharma gets reestablished. It's a powerful concept.
So we've got the what, this ancient wisdom. We've got the who, the supreme divine revealing it. How does someone actually get this knowledge, this jhana?
Okay, now we're getting practical. Krishna really emphasizes the power of jhana. He says it's transformative.
Powerful enough to, what was it, burn all karma?
Yeah, burn all karma and free the soul. It's incredibly purifying.
And this is where the guru comes in, the spiritual teacher.
Absolutely central. The text is very specific. Approach the wise with humility, sincere questions, and service. They will give you true knowledge.
Humility, questions, service. It sounds like an active apprenticeship.
It is. It's not passive learning. And then Krishna adds this amazing line. Nothing in this world is as purifying as true knowledge.
Wow.
And then he says, in time, the soul who is devoted to yoga finds it within themselves.
Finds it within themselves. Wait, so you need a guru, but you find it inside.
Exactly. It's this fascinating interplay. The guru is essential, maybe like a guide, a catalyst.
And who points the way.
Or maybe helps you polish the mirror so you can see the reflection of the truth that's already inside you. It requires discipline. That's the yoga part, not just poses, but a whole way of being.
Okay, so guru guides, the knowledge purifies. But Krishna makes a really big point here, doesn't he? Knowledge alone isn't the end goal.
No, absolutely not. This is critical. Wisdom must lead to right action. It has to manifest.
This is that fusion you mentioned. Jnana Yoga meets Karma Yoga.
Precisely. They're two sides of the same coin. The Gita describes the truly wise person. How does it go?
One whose actions are free of desire and are burnt in the fire of wisdom. That person is called wise by the sages.
Burnt in the fire of wisdom. That's such a potent image. It means acting, but acting in a way that's informed by this deep understanding.
So the knowledge transforms the action itself.
Right. Think about normal actions driven by desire or ego. They're like throwing a boomerang.
Yeah.
It comes back, creates consequences, ties you up in karma.
Okay, I get that.
But actions burnt in the fire of wisdom, they're more like, I don't know, releasing a bird. It flies, it does its thing, but it doesn't create binding ties back to you.
Because the desire, the ego attachment isn't there.
Exactly. The action happens through you, but not from your limited self. It turns action itself into a form of liberation, not bondage.
That's a fundamentally different way to approach doing anything. Freedom in action, not needing freedom from action.
You got it. That's the heart of it.
So, as the chapter winds down, Krishna brings it all back to Arjuna's immediate situation. He tells him to get up, to fight, but how?
With inner clarity,
Yeah.
with surrender. He redefines what a true warrior is. It's not about being fearless, necessarily.
It's about being without confusion.
Yes. The text says, one who has renounced action through yoga, whose doubts are destroyed by knowledge, and who has self-controlled such a person, is not bound by actions.
Doubts destroyed by knowledge. How does that happen? Is it just learning facts?
I don't think so. It sounds more like a deep inner seeing of the truth that just dissolves the uncertainty. It's not intellectual belief, it's realization.
Ah, okay. And self-controlled. That means mastery over impulses.
Over the mind, the senses, the ego's demands, so you can act from that place of clear wisdom, not from reaction or personal gain.
And when actions are not bound, that connects back to the boomerang idea.
Exactly. No new karmic chains are forged because the action isn't rooted in ignorance or desire. It's pure, wise action. That's the liberated state lived right here, right now.
Wow. What an incredible arc in just one chapter. We've gone from ancient lineages to divine identity, to why God shows up, how to get wisdom, and how that wisdom transforms action itself.
It really ties everything together, knowledge, devotion, action, into one coherent path.
The message seems really clear, doesn't it? If you want to act without messing things up, basically, without ignorance, you need to learn. You need that wisdom.
And if you want to live without being constantly pulled around by fear and doubt,
You have to really know who you are at the deepest level.
it's a profound invitation, really, to live consciously.
Absolutely. Which leads perfectly to our final thought for you, the listener. As you go about your day, maybe just notice.
Ask yourself this question. Am I acting from wisdom right now, or am I just acting out of habit?
Something to definitely mull over.